Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are gonna go ahead and do an update here about some things that are going on in my home right now. As you guys know, my mom had a stroke last Monday, and she came home a couple days after that. So I think she came home Wednesday. It was Wednesday evening. My mom came home from the hospital. They sent her home with a walker. They just sent her home with some things she needed to do. All of the dizzy spells, all of the double vision, all of the issues my mom has been struggling with since July 1st is related to stroke symptoms. So my mom had been going through this for over a month. And when she had the issue, she was sitting on the couch. There was a solicitor that came to the door. He knocked and he read our sign and he did a thumbs up and was like, okay, I'll go, we're good. And my mom was in mid-movement and she kept saying, my leg won't move, my foot won't move, it won't move, it won't move, it won't move. And then all of a sudden, she fell, got back up, sat on the couch, and then all of a sudden, she was sitting there and she was shaking. It wasn't a seizure, but it looked similar. My fiance had severe epilepsy for a couple years. So I know what it looks like. And it did not look the same. It looked similar, but it was not the same. And then she was sitting there for, I don't know, I'd say 5-10 minutes. And I'm recording the 2 episodes, and I have that in another video if you want to go back and look at that. And I called something. I told her, I said, I'm calling, you know what I'm going to do? I'm calling 911 because this ain't right. Something's wrong. So I did that. Ambulance came in 5 minutes or less. They came in, they checked on her. She had some pretty good stroke symptoms. They took her to the hospital, and my daughter's counselor was there. So when the ambulance came, took my mom, counselor had to leave. My daughter had orientation that day at 2 o'clock. And so I had to take her to orientation. I didn't really have time to focus on my mom. My daughter needed my attention. So I took her to her student orientation. We got that situated. And then after that, by the time we were done, it was around 3 o'clock or a little after. My fiance got off at 4 o'clock that day. So I'm like, we're just going to go up to Daddy's work. We're going to go up to Daddy's work. We're going to see what we can do here. Once I got to the work, I used my phone. I called the hospital to check on my mom. I talked to the doctor. I wanted to know what was going on. I told the doctor that my mom was concerned about her ankle because it was hurting. She thinks she broke it, whatever. Well, the doctor tells me we're not really concerned with the possible broken ankle. We're more concerned with the stroke symptoms. They told me they gave her life-saving medication to counteract the symptoms she was feeling. And then after we picked up my fiance from work, I took him and my daughter home. my daughter and my fiance were at home. I went to the hospital. I went immediately to check my mom out. My daughter was taken care of. Everything was situated there. I knew she was in good hands. And then when I get to the hospital, it seemed to be a stroke. We're getting better. From the time my mom left the home up until the time they gave her the life-saving medication, my mom couldn't move her right arm, her right body, the right leg, nothing. Everything on the right side of her body, she could not move. After they gave her the life-saving medication, she could finally move. She was able to move her right arm. She was able to lift her right leg. She was working on getting back the movement for it. And then all of a sudden, she was able to have movement back. And she ended up having to stay for more observation, more tests and whatnot. She started passing the stroke tests with flying colors. She was doing fine. There's nothing wrong there. And then Wednesday, they're like, you're doing fine. You're doing better. You're passing these tests with flying colors. There's no symptoms or signs of the stroke any longer. And they just released her and sent her home. And apart from that situation being super scary and literally scaring the hell out of my mom, startling her, it's almost like right after you have a car accident, you're skittish, you're scared, you're worried, whatnot. It was kind of like that. And now, all of a sudden, now it is a week. Today's Monday. It's a week since it happened. My mom doesn't need the walker anymore. Her ankle is still kind of messed up, but she's walking. She's fine. She's acting like herself. And actually, if you ask me, she's acting like her old self. I haven't seen her be like this in probably a good 10 years or better. Maybe more like 15 or 20 years. It's been a long time since she's acted this way. And to be honest with you guys, I missed it. I missed this version of her because this was the part of her that made her the best. So my mom is home. She is recuperating and recovering perfectly fine. If anything, she's a medical mystery. The doctor notes don't even say she had a stroke. And the doctor's notes on the release papers are all messed up. They're all confusing. It makes no sense whatsoever. So at this point, it's just like, is it just one of those situations where something unbelievable happened for the better? So, like I said, you guys, my mom is doing fine. Better than ever, actually. And I will give you guys another update, maybe next Monday. Maybe I'll do a week about it every Monday or something. I do a video. But yeah, my mom's doing really good. They don't really see a lot of people who have had a stroke or have stroke symptoms that bounce back as quickly as she did. They did tell me that if I didn't call when I did, that it could have gotten a lot worse and the outcome wouldn't have been as good either. So I'm really glad I listened to my gut and I called and I got my mom medical attention, because this life, this world would be too damn difficult without my mom there by my side, walking with me for us to get through it together. So with that, please, you guys, comment, like, subscribe. Come on the journey of life with me. Send these videos to whoever you feel like needs them, whether you think they're going to benefit from it, whether you think They're going to relate to it. Regardless of how you think it'll help them, share the video. And with that, I will see you guys for my next video. Again, please comment, like, subscribe, you guys. Like, it is so exciting to me to see how many subscribers I get all the time. I love seeing your guys' comments, although I do have a little bit of a PSA to put out there. If you watch my videos and you like what you see, whether you think I'm attractive, I don't care, okay? It's not appropriate to be sending comments to somebody's channel where you're constantly like flirting and complimenting them, okay? I appreciate the compliments, I really do, okay? But just because I don't have my engagement ring on does not mean I'm not engaged. I am taken. I am happily with this man. We work on our relationship all the time. All the time. And I will continue to work on my relationship with him. No relationship's perfect. But I can't imagine my life with any other man besides him. Okay? So if you think I'm a goddess, you think I'm beautiful, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, but you don't need to be saying it on every video I do. And even if it's in Spanish, you guys do realize that when you're putting kissy faces and hearts and lips emojis all over your comments, I can pretty much, estimate what you're saying, okay? So if you don't like what I'm saying, then unsubscribe. Don't come to my videos anymore. I would hate to lose subscribers because somebody can't control their temptations or whatever. But I would appreciate it if videos like that isn't posted anymore. I would really appreciate if no more comments are posted like that. Again, I don't mind if you think I'm pretty. If you say, oh, you're pretty, saying it once is fine. But when you're saying it multiple times over multiple videos, that's where it starts to become a problem. So please, please, please don't do that. I do, value the comments where you guys are telling me I'm doing a great job, keep it up, and, you're telling me you like when I do my hair washing routines. Thank you. I appreciate it, because then I know what videos to put more up of that people enjoy to watch, okay? But if you're just watching my videos because my shirt comes down a little bit and shows cleavage, I'm sorry. Go to OnlyFans, go to adult websites, okay? My channel is not designed for that. I grew up in such a different perspective from most people that I want to show other people that they're not alone. I want to build a community. I want to help bring people up. I want to help people. My channel is not for people who are wanting to do inappropriate things in their rooms while watching my videos, okay? It's not for that, okay? So with that PSA, I am done with that little rant. I hope that, if I do end up losing subscribers, that I don't lose too many. But, if I do, so be it, okay? Doing content creating is not based off of how many followers you have or subscriptions you have or whatever. It's the content and the community you're building. Okay? So with that, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next one. Bye.